So we've seen that Jesus rose from the dead in order to prove our justification, to demonstrate that his death had accomplished our salvation. We've also seen that Jesus had to rise from the dead in order to ascend to the Father, where he now lives, interceding for us and running his church. Do you know there's another wonderful reason why Jesus rose from the dead? A wonderful blessing and outcome of Jesus' resurrection is that by rising from the dead bodily, he was able to demonstrate to us the glorious future that he has made for us. In 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 20, Paul writes, "But now Christ has been raised from the dead, the first fruits of those who are asleep." Jesus' body was sown physically into the earth, to the grave, and risen gloriously in resurrection life, demonstrating that there is a future bodily resurrection for all who believe in him. In fact, this is a cardinal doctrine of the Christian faith that Paul teaches on at length, particularly in 1 Corinthians chapter 15. And John himself, in his epistle, he writes that we know that when Christ appears, we shall be like him, for we shall see him just as he is. Jesus has risen from the dead as the first fruits, as the prototype of all who will bodily resurrect in the age to come because of our faith in him. As we conclude now, why not spend time in this wonderful passage, 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verses 13 to 18. Verse 14 in that passage says, "For if we believe that Jesus died and rose again, even so God will bring with him those who have fallen asleep in Jesus." Together read that wonderful passage, 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verses 13 to 18, and share with one another what the resurrection of Jesus bodily from the dead means for us